Hello, my name is Angela, and I just want to begin by saying welcome. I am so glad that you're here and that you decided to join me for another Sessions with Spirit. If this is the first time you've come across one of these videos, I'm just going to briefly explain what we're doing, and then we're just going to jump right in. So, I am a channel, and specifically a channel of cosmic consciousness. And I have my deck of cards here. And we're just going to see what wants to channel through from spirit. What does it want us to know right now? Let's find out. Let's find out. What does spirit want us to know today? Okay. Just a minute here. Okay. Okay. The healing light. Healing. Victim mentality come up. Along with families, friends, and guides. So, how often do you follow the opportunities for healing? Do you follow them just as much as your opportunities to play victim? Yikes. Because we also got with this the card of fear, card of deception, and present power. Okay. Okay. Just a minute here. Oh, not too much things on my desk that you just can't see. Okay. Opportunities for healing. Let's talk about those for a moment. Because really, the opportunity for healing is everywhere. It's everywhere. It's in every relationship, every circumstance, every situation that you are going to come across. There is an opportunity for healing because, well, if everything that you're seeing is one of two things, everything you see in this whole world is one of two things. It is either love or a call to love. Or were there not opportunities for healing in those calls of love? Really, really, there are. But what else do we want to say about this? What else do I want to say about this so far? We can easily adopt a victim mentality. Easily. Okay. And if you don't think that you can, I'm going to ask you to humble up for a moment because I'm pretty confident in saying this that every single, 8 billion people of us on this planet have played the victim at least once. At least once. So, not to say you are a victim by any means. Nobody, you're not. But That mentality, that victim mentality. What would it take for you to shift out of a victim mentality into the victor? Now, I'm gonna just close this. Go. Some weird light in here. Anyway, okay. What do I want to say about this? Choosing the healing mentality. It's just a mentality. It's just a mindset. Shift it. If you do not like the mindset that you currently have, if this mindset is not bringing you into your most powerful potential, shift it. Shift it. It's like, it's not mindset in stone. It's just what I've decided on right now. Anyway, yeah, you have a choice. You want to be a victim or you want to stand in your power? Because you cannot do both. You can't do both. No, that's not to say that there aren't times when you're shifting through both, right? Experiencing both. But at any given moment, it's one or the other. Choose those moments. Choose those moments. Because if you're not going to choose them, something else may choose them for you. Okay. Expand on this a little bit more. Let's, what else do we need to know? Well, the opportunities for healing. Yeah, base chakra, your root, your foundation. How stable do you feel in this foundation? Yeah. How stable do you feel with the current foundation that you are expanding from? Is it like strong and sturdy, kind of like this table? Is it more like this tissue? What is it? You get to choose. You get to choose because if you've decided that maybe your base isn't as strong as it needs to be, maybe it resembles more this tissue. What do you need to do next? To take yourself out of this. Because if this doesn't feel safe, this can happen easily. Easily. Okay. What else? What? Yeah. Are you helpless and hopeless? Just feeling alone? Remember, everything. It's love or it's a call to love. If you do not find that love, that's your job now. If you come across a situation where you are judging that the love is lacking, that's your sign to put love somewhere in there. hmm Now, we as humans have majorly, well, bastardized what love is. We use it transactionally. hmm How do we do that? 'Cause maybe you're like, oh, I don't do that. Oh, has anybody ever pissed you off and then you don't talk to them? Transactional. Easy. Cold shoulder. Transactional love. Hmm. Tough love. Transactional love. Yeah. But anyway, love is always there. And it is up to you to find it when you do not feel it is there. Because you notice how sometimes, I'm going to just run back to this family and friends here. Okay. The company you keep, they have the victim mentality. If you notice that a lot of the people that you frequently are around have the victim mentality, don't be so bold to assume you don't have some of it somewhere. Okay. Because all you got to do You can see this. Undo the rope. You're not a victim to your circumstance. If something is scaring you that you're seeing, step into your power that has always been there and find the love that is also trying to be there. Because maybe you're the vessel that this love energy is wanting to come through within your familial relationships. Be the vessel. I did a video on that. Be the vessel. Okay. So, what else? Get another one from here to just expand on this a little bit. Hmm. How do you plan to manifest from a victim mentality? Well, no, really though. What are you trying to manifest? Like, what do you think you're going to get within this mentality? More of the same crap? If that's what you think is going to happen, then that's what you're going to receive. Or is it just opportunities to go with the flow? Maybe that's where our healing can be found. Are you being too rigid? When you find yourself in these woe is me moments, could they just be signaling when you're being too rigid? When you need to go with the flow? Lead. Or are you just refusing to see what's in front of you? Hmm. Just because you refuse to see what's in front of you does not mean it's not there. So, if there's something that you're refusing to see, what would it take for you to actually want to see it? Because maybe it's needing to be witnessed by you, so it goes away. It's healed. So it's healed. You always have a choice on what it is that you're seeing. You also always have a choice on whether you want to heal or not, whether you want to stay in that victim mentality or if you want to try something new. You always have a choice. And if you do not like the choices that you've made, who said you can't change your mind? We're building off a foundation here. Who said you can't change your mind? Certainly wasn't source. Probably was your ego, though. Yeah. Mine shows up in that way, though. So we're working on it. We're definitely working on it. Now, what else? What else is there to say about healing and these opportunities for healing? They're there if you want them, and if you don't have to take them. What if you, oh, okay. What if instead of looking for opportunities for healing that are always there, you instead made the decision, stand in this power of yours, and realize you are already whole. You are already perfect. You are already enough. Mhm. It's impossible to be broken. It is impossible to be broken when Source itself already sees you as whole because you are. asked in the moments where maybe you are feeling like this? And there's nothing wrong with feeling like this either. This is part of the human experience is to experience this at some point in time and to get out of it though. It's not to stay here. It's not to stay here. It's to remember more of who you are. Because if you actually knew who you were, you wouldn't even play around with this energy anymore. That'd be beneath your dignity. But if you're not there yet, that's okay. Just start to trust that you are enough, that you aren't broken, because it's impossible for you to be. Is. Okay. Have you ever thought, go back to here. Okay. Back to this mentality. We're feeling helpless and hopeless. We are feeling alone. What if we just stopped for a moment, got over ourselves for a second, lead the way out, lead others, these friends, your family? What if all of this victim stuff that you were feeling is so you can help other people not feel like this anymore? Maybe. What would happen then? Are you going to share your knowledge? You're going to share your experience? How often do you actually not lend a helping hand in the name of somebody learning their lesson? Yeah. Not really what you want to do from now on. A while ago, I had put something on my personal Facebook, and it had something to do with what was the question? How do you know when you're disempowering someone? It was just a legit question that I had. How do you know? How do you know? And then all of a sudden, the question that I put out, and I'm not really sure what answers I was expecting, but then it was all of a sudden turned on to me about I don't even actually understand what was happening, but it had something to do with other people's power. Anyway, I completely lost where I was going with that. You know what? That's fine. It'll come back if it needs to come back. If it doesn't, it probably wasn't really relevant and we were just rambling. So, yeah, what do you want to create? How do you want to create? Everything is constantly moving in a cycle, right? I'm sure you've noticed. What if in these moments, their victim mentality, and something else wants to come through, but you're not undoing the rope here. You're choosing to stay here instead of allowing what else wants to come in. Hmm, interesting. Sorry about that. Kind of thirsty. Okay. Opportunities for healing. What else is. Oh, I want these ones again for a minute. Opportunities for healing. The consciousness of lack. That victim mentality again. Do you even believe healing is possible? Hmm. Also, okay, the concept of disease, dis-ease. Um, I have no idea what that noise just was. We are the only ones home. Anyway, that's fine. So, okay, consciousness of lack, victim mentality, opportunities for healing. Okay, so our diseases. I heard many variations of the same teaching, and it was about basically if you're sick and in a state of dis-ease, it's pretty much your own fault. Be it there's a belief system there that's holding you back, whether it's unprocessed emotions, many things that we say to ourselves. But those moments of disease, instead of sitting there thinking that whatever this is that needs to go, what if that's just an initiation, a mystical initiation, if you will? Because sometimes that's what those are. I'm not going to say every time, but let your soul tell you the truth in this. Um, yeah, sometimes if you are already whole, what is the consciousness of lack? How are you experiencing the consciousness of lack? Maybe not now in this moment. Maybe right now it's not. But if you have, go back to that for a second. What was that actually trying to tell you? It probably was not trying to tell you that you're somehow not enough. Yeah, like we can think that when we get sick, for example, and we would need healing, right? What if it's not something that we did? What if it's there to show us more of who we are? Because everything is just trying to show you more of who you are. Okay. I'm going to start tying this up together pretty soon here. Let's start to do that now. Actually, I need like a much bigger desk. That's okay. Kind of move these out of my way. Thank you. Okay. Let me get some final messages here about these opportunities for healing, we're going to call it. Within the victim mentality, what would it take for you to heal that right now? Okay, let's get an answer for that because it's going to be different for each and every one of us that are participating in this session right now. So, close your eyes for a moment. Just just breathe. Just breathe here. Arrive here now. Okay. Now I want you to just put your hand on your heart. I'm gonna help you connect to your heart space. And just breathe for a moment. I like to feel my breath. Feel your hand moving. Now, ask, how am I playing the victim right now? Receive your answer. By letting other people tell you who you are. Shit. Okay. What's your answer though? Okay. So close your eyes again. Just breathe again naturally here. What is my sacred action? No longer play victim. What do I need to do next? Okay. My response, the ceremony. Personal ceremony, personal connection with my soul through ceremony, through ritual. Okay. But more importantly, what's yours? You know? Okay. One more question. How has this mentality served me? Mm, kept me safe. Kept me safe. What did it do for you, though? What did it do for you? Oh, can you see how easy it is to actually get your own answers, though? hmm All you have to do. You don't have to necessarily close your eyes, but I do find once you close them with me, I close them, they're black. I shut everything else out. It is just me and my soul, eyes closed. That's all that's here. So yeah. And like I said, to just literally have your hand on your heart space connects you to your heart space. So I'm even getting, if you want to ask these questions, if you put your hand on your heart and you put your hand kind of in your sacral solar plexus area, you can kind of get answers from both. Get answers from like your lower chakras for what you need, the bridge of the heart, because we need the bridge of the heart for things to make sense on our throat, third eye, and crown chakras, right? Anyway, so excuse me. That is how simple it is just to get your own answers. And sometimes they seem the first word you get, that's it. Go with that. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. Go with it. And if you get a word that doesn't make sense, keep asking. Don't ask why, but ask other like how, who, when, where, what. Don't ask why though. That's only going to keep your ego amused and rarely actually give you an answer that's going to help you. So at least that's what I have found from my personal experience. But we're going to tie all this together. What else do we need to know? 3 final cards, please. Heal your need to think you have to heal. Heal the belief that you're broken and that you needed healing in the first place. That will heal you in and of itself. Change your focus. If you do not like what you are seeing before you, change your focus. There's not only one thing to look at here. Okay? And balance. Balance. What is your perfect balance? Because what is balanced for you might not be balanced for me, vice versa. Because we're all different. We're not jars with labels, right? We're humans. No, we're not even that. We're spirit having a human experience. Balance. Yeah, because really, going back to this victim mentality, that's not a very balanced way of going through life, is it? I don't believe it is. I certainly don't believe it is. Okay. Give me another one from here, please. Tie these up. The Ascended Masters. You ever thought just to ask the beings that came before you that already did it? That is why they're there. To show you how to do it. Ask. Pick one and ask. That's it. Pick a master that you like and ask them to help you. That is why they're there. Many of them have actually made contracts, agreements, vows, promises, whatever it is, to actually help us. We have to ask. You can't just assume that they're going to come if we're not asking for help. There is laws about non-interference. They can't unless you're asking to ask. They're not going to tell you no. Now, if you ask and the one that you're asking does not right away answer you, keep asking. Yeah. Keep asking. Because you deserve it. You do. You deserve happiness. Everybody deserves happiness and opportunities for healing. We can go so far as if you are choosing to not leave the victim mentality, you deserve to be where you are. If you're not following those sacred actions, your most next believable step, and you're not doing anything to fix this, well, here's a bed. You made your bed, right? You want to just get up, change your focus, receive the healing, move. Okay. And this we're going to leave. This is our last card. Believe you can succeed and release. Release that which is no longer serving you. Might it be a mentality? Maybe. You know what needs to go and what needs to be released. And if you don't, go back to that exercise we did a second ago. Close your eyes, hand on heart. Okay, self, what is needed? What needs to be released right now? And receive your answer. Get your sacred action and follow it. And just believe you can succeed because you can, because you are, because you already have. You already have, because somewhere in the constructs of your soul, you're also this. So tap into the part of you that has already done it. If you do not know how to get out of bed. Okay. That feels pretty complete to me. Pretty complete to me. All right. So, if you have enjoyed this, found it helpful, entertaining, amusing, inspiring, whatever it is, maybe you'll go on and give the video a like. Maybe you'll subscribe to the channel. You will find more videos like this coming up. And if there's a topic that you would like covered in Sessions with Spirit, me, some of my cards here, comment below. Let me know. Um, and we'll go from there. Anyways, I am humbled that you chose to spend this time with me. If you are interested in working together, I'm going to direct you over to my shop, payhip.com/sacred awareness for different session types offerings that I have. I have a couple courses, different coaching packages, and what have you. Otherwise, until next time, thank you for spending this time with me and happy exploring. I'll see you later.